part of living. Cumberland was a great town, and the kids of we had Japanese, of course, were all there for the time that they were allowed to, and then they were shipped out of Vancouver. And I remember going down to the station where they took them on the train and shipped them by boat. It was a terrible way was handled, and a lot of them did very well after that. Some of them went to Toronto, and some of them went different places back east. And the ones in Toronto, 2 or 3 of them became doctors. Amazing how they survived and they got along like that. And after the war, they were great. And then I haven't ever seen any of them again. They shipped off and left, as I say, to different cities across Canada where they had their lives. So. I went to school with all these kids, yeah. And I remember going down there before I joined the Air Force and see them go off in the train by taking they were kids. They were great kids. They just didn't understand what was going on. A lot of them were young, but they all ended up. Most of them I ever heard of later, all ended up pretty good jobs. A couple of them were doctors. Went to Toronto and they became doctors. I know they're down there now. But you didn't know in those days. It was, and the way the government handled it was terrible. But that's politics in those days. But occasionally I've run into 1 or 2 of them because the Chinese and the Japanese they have associations here now that we all sometimes get together with them. Particularly the Hong Kong veterans, or see them. Some of them, a few that are left.